This is a review on the Leaps and Bounds Rebounder. This is a 48-inch. I love a big rebounder, and that's what they sent me. This also, you can get a stability bar with it, either in a U shape or a T shape. I always recommend the T shape because that's just what I like, and it doesn't interfere with my knees if I'm doing a high jump. So the Leaps and Bounds is a mid-range as far as price goes rebounder. This one is under $300, and I'll put a link in the description below to it, but you can get it in all different kinds of colors. So the seams around it will be they come in a rainbow assortment, and then they will have the matching bungees. Now, what I didn't like about it was this is completely, you have to put everything together on this. So you have to put, the frame comes in three separate pieces, and you have to put all the frame all together. So if you do not have any upper arm strength, that's going to be a little bit challenging. You're going to have to get someone to help you with it. And then the bungees, you have to attach all the bungees to it also. So it does take a little bit of time, and it also has screw-on legs. So you have to check the screw-on legs every time that you jump. Now, I found this to be more supportive than some other trampolines that I've tried. So I like that about it a lot. And the tool that they send you to put the bungees on was very easy to use. It seemed a little intimidating to me because the mat, when you get it in comparison to the frame, you think, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to like pull so hard to figure this out. But if you start at one side and then go about a quarter of the way around and attach another bungee, and then put another quarter way and another quarter way, that will set you up to put the rest of the bungees on. So it wasn't that bad. And then of course the legs were easy to screw on. They also have let's just spin it around here. They have this was already attached. I can't think of what this is called at the moment. Anyway, that's already attached. So if you have to slide it along your floor, it's not gonna mark it up. So that was really nice about it. One other thing about this, now I've shown you in some other videos how to safely get on and off a trampoline, but what you do need to notice about this is that the skirt on it is not attached. So if you can get your foot caught under this skirt unless you are really good about stepping into the middle of the trampoline and getting on it. So that was one thing I wish that they had figured out a way to attach the skirt so you couldn't trip up on it. That would be the one thing. But as far as the mat feel on this, it's got a really nice feel. I like it. And I feel like you can really get some good movement here. It's also very quiet. And I like that a lot. I did not notice any type of, because it's a bigger trampoline, sometimes they're not even. So you'll hear the legs hitting the floor just a little bit when you jump, but this one you don't. So that's a good thing. So I like this in the fact that it's not that clamshell, which with the clamshell, on some of the cheaper models, it's kind of intimidating because it's kind of scary to open that thing because it can snap back on you. And when I first opened my very first one and did that, I had my glasses on and it snapped back and knocked the glasses into my nose, cutting my nose and knocked my glasses off. I'm just so grateful that it didn't break my glasses. But anyway, you don't have to worry about this with the leaps and rebounds. So that is another thing that's very good. So as far as if you don't want to buy a completely low-end rebounder and you don't want to buy a premium rebounder, the Leaps and Bounds is right in the middle, in my opinion. It gives you a good surface to jump with, and it's a nice feel to it. So I really like the Leaps and Rebounds as well. And all the fun colors make it just something, a fun addition to your exercise arsenal. So the Leaps and Rebounds is a good choice, and I don't think you'll be disappointed in getting this, especially if you're new to rebounding. This is really a good, above a cheap rebounder and below a premium rebounder is kind of right in the middle, and it's a good choice. So the Leaps and Rebounds,